up guys, it's Seth from here, and today I'm going to brief you guys about how you can target fat specifically during cardiovascular exercise. Now we all know you get different forms of cardiovascular exercise, or namely cardio. The first type that I'll brief you guys about is high intensity interval training, also known as HIIT cardio. In this type of cardiovascular exercise, you alternate a moderate to low intensity for 2 minutes followed by a high intensity for 1 minute. You'll normally repeat this 4 to 5 times over a 15-minute period, and the benefit of doing HIIT cardio is that it's more time efficient. So basically you'll burn more calories in a shorter period of time. During high intensity interval training or HIIT cardio, you will mainly be using muscle glycogen and muscle glucose as an energy source. This can also be seen as a downside because obviously you want to target fat specifically, and in this video I want to brief you guys on how you can target fat specifically. The second form of cardiovascular exercise that I'll brief you guys about is low intensity steady state exercise, also known as LISS. In this form of cardiovascular exercise, you perform cardio at a low intensity for a longer duration. During this type of exercise, it is much more efficient to target fat specifically as an energy source. Fasted cardio is more beneficial because you have not consumed calories before you're doing your exercise, and thus your energy source will not come from the calories that you've eaten, but it will be coming from stored energy in your body, either muscle glycogen or fat stores, depending on the intensity of your exercise session. And then the last form of cardio that I'll brief you guys about is fasted cardio. Fasted cardio is when you have not eaten and you go and train, or you go and do cardiovascular exercise. So basically when you wake up in the morning, you'll go to the gym and you'll do 30 to 40 minutes of cardio on an empty stomach. This will allow you to mainly target fat or muscle glycogen during your exercise. Fasted cardio is more beneficial because you have not consumed calories before you're doing your exercise, and thus your energy source will not come from the calories that you've eaten, but it will be coming from stored energy in your body, either muscle glycogen or fat stores, depending on the intensity of your exercise session. Alright guys, so let me answer the question now. Which form of cardiovascular exercise is the best to shred fat? The answer is simple: all of them. Now don't jump to any conclusions when I'm saying this, let me just explain myself. The reason why I say all of them are the best to shred fat off your body is because even if you are working at a high intensity, you will still be using a small percentage of body fat or stored fat on your body as an energy source. And at the end of the day, it still depends on calories in versus calories out. Now, what is cardiovascular exercise? Cardiovascular exercise is basically any exercise that stresses your cardiovascular system. So basically causes an increase in your heart rate. So when your heart rate reaches a specific heart rate zone, you will be utilizing mainly fatty acids as your energy source. Now before I discuss in more detail this heart rate zone in which you need to target fats specifically as your energy source, you first need to know that as you get older, your maximum heart rate decreases, and therefore, due to the fact that your maximum heart rate is decreasing, this fat targeting zone or heart rate zone in which you utilize fats mainly as your energy source will also decrease. So this is when you guys need to pay close attention. So listen up carefully what I'm about to tell you. So how can you calculate your maximum heart rate? Basically, there's two equations. The first equation is 220 minus your age equals your maximum heart rate. The only problem with this first equation is that it overestimates your maximum heart rate in your young adults. So adults around 20 to 30 years old. However, it is suitable for people around the age 40, and then it becomes less accurate as you get older. So they later developed this second formula over here, which is 208 minus 0.7 times your age, and that'll give you a maximum heart rate. This is a more accurate representation of your maximum heart rate. So now, using the maximum heart rate that I just showed you how to calculate, how can you calculate your fat burning zone? So basically what you do here, I'm giving you an example. I'm 22 years old, So I use the second formula, which is more accurate for myself. I hope you guys can see this. Yeah. Basically, it's 208 minus 0.7 times 22. Therefore, my maximum heart rate would be 192 beats per minute. Now, how do I calculate my fat burning zone? Basically, your fat burning zone is between 60 to 80% of your maximum heart rate. So what you do is, you take this 192 beats per minute that you calculated, and you take 192 times 0.6, that'll give me 115, and then you take 192 times 0.8, and that gives me 153. Therefore, my heart rate zone in which I will be using fatty acids predominantly as my energy source is between 115 and 153 beats per minute. So what happens if you're working at an intensity above 80% of your maximum heart rate? At intensities greater than 80% of your maximum heart rate, your body will be using muscle glucose and muscle glycogen predominantly as an energy source. However, this is not necessarily a bad thing, because you will get more work done in a shorter period of time, and therefore you will save time and get more calories burned in a shorter period of time. So also, another benefit is that after you've done with your exercise session and you replenish with carbohydrates, these carbohydrates will go directly to the muscle and replenish the stores that are lost or depleted during your exercise session. However, for the sake of the video, you should stick to your fat burning zone between 60 and 80% to target fat specifically as an energy source during cardiovascular exercise. Now, I'm not saying that this is a better way to do your cardio. However, for targeting fat specifically as an energy source, this is the right way to do it. So how can you supersize fat loss? The best way in which you can supersize or maximize the amount of fat you lose in an exercise session or cardiovascular exercise session is to do fasted cardio. By doing fasted cardio, your body will not have calories from the food that you have consumed to use as an energy source. So what the body will basically be doing is using energy or fuel from stored metabolites, either glucose or glycogen from the muscle or body fat stores, depending on your heart rate during your exercise. However, at the end of the day, we still know that it comes down to calories in versus calories out. So if you're consuming less calories than you are burning on a daily basis, you will lose weight, and in turn you will shred fat and become a lower body fat percentage. And lastly guys, there's no better time than starting now. So my advice to you guys is get a goal, get a plan, and get up off your ass. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you found it very knowledgeable, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and comment so that I can hear some feedback from you guys, and let me know what you thought about the video and any improvements that I can make.